All right, welcome back. Here we are. For the last 9 explainers, we've been putting down the building blocks for professional mastery, one by one. Well, today we put in the final piece. This is the capstone, where everything we've worked on finally clicks together into something really, really powerful.
So, I've got a question for you. After everything you've put into this journey, are you ready for that final step to pull it all together and really unlock what you're capable of? Okay, let's do this.
Because that's really the secret sauce, isn't it? Synthesis. This isn't about cramming one more fact into your brain. No, it's about weaving all those different threads we've talked about into a single, strong rope. Something that becomes just a natural part of who you are and how you work. That's the moment knowledge really turns into wisdom. I mean, think about where we started, right? With the absolute fundamentals. Things like effective communication, principled leadership, strategic thinking. And we didn't just talk about them like they were vocabulary words. We dove into how they're basically the blueprint for a successful career. Honestly, you've already done the hard work. Now it's all about connecting the dots.
And this right here is probably the single most important idea in this entire series. Seriously, if you forget everything else, remember this. Mastery isn't some destination you arrive at. It's not a diploma you get to hang up. It's a daily commitment. It's something you choose every single day. So let's dive into what that discipline actually looks like. Because real mastery, it's not just about the things you do. It's about the foundation you've built on the inside. Think of it like your personal operating system. The habits, the mindset, that's what's running in the background, driving every single thing you do. And it all starts with what's called a keystone habit. Just one small action that, believe it or not, kicks off a whole chain reaction of good things. And the beauty of this is how simple it is. Don't try to overhaul your whole life overnight. Just pick one thing. Maybe it's taking 5 minutes to review your priorities every morning. The cue could be pouring your first coffee. The routine is just writing them down. And the reward? Man, a whole day where you feel in control and clear-headed. See, it's not a trick, it's a system.
And you know what's a huge part of that disciplined foundation? Professional respect. And listen, this goes way beyond just being polite or having good manners. You got to think of respect as the actual currency of collaboration. When you truly value a colleague's time, their ideas, you're not just being nice, you're building trust. You're making it easy for people to work with you. You're earning the right to lead. It is, without a doubt, the bedrock of any team that actually gets stuff done.
Okay, so you've built this internal foundation, right? You've got the discipline, you've got the respect. Now what? The big question is, how do we take that and turn it into real-world action? How do we connect the who you are with the what you do every single day? And this chart, it's perfect for showing exactly how to do that. It takes these big, abstract ideas and boils them down to something you can actually do today. So you want to get better at communication? The big idea is clarity and empathy. The daily practice? Just try to really listen in one meeting. Like listen to understand, not just to reply. Or leadership. The principle is vision and integrity. The practice? Spend 15 minutes mentoring someone. That's it. It's in these tiny, intentional actions where mastery is really built. So here's the bottom line. You can have the most amazing toolkit filled with every single skill we've talked about. But those are just tools. It's your mindset. That's the architect. And the architect is the one who decides if you're going to use those tools to build a little shed or a skyscraper. And you know what that architect's blueprint is? It's a commitment to always be learning, always be growing. Securing your future isn't about hitting one specific goal, like a promotion. It's about making sure that your skills, and more importantly, your mindset, never ever get outdated or rusty. When you get right down to it, you're standing at a fork in the road. There are 2 paths, and they're defined by 2 very different mindsets. On one side, you have the fixed mindset. That's the voice that says, my talent is what it is. And it makes you shy away from challenges because you're afraid to fail. But then there's the growth mindset. That's the one that says, hey, I can learn, I can get better. It actually looks for challenges because that's where the magic happens. It hears feedback and thinks, thank you, not ouch. It's a fundamental choice, really. Which path are you going to take?
So how do you actually walk down that growth mindset path? Well, here's what it looks like in real life. When you're studying, don't just go for the easy A. Pick the class that you know is going to stretch you. At your job, volunteer for that project that makes you feel just a little bit out of your depth, because that's how your depth grows. And in your personal life, when you hit a setback, don't call it failure. Call it data. Call it tuition. That is what a growth mindset looks like in action. And so here we are, at the end, which of course is really a new beginning. And what we're about to talk about isn't some promise you're making to me or for this explainer series. This is something else. This is a quiet, personal commitment you're making to your future self. You know, everything we've talked about, all the big principles, all the tiny daily habits, it all comes down to this one simple but incredibly powerful idea. It's a commitment you make to yourself and for yourself.
This is it. This is the pledge. It's the understanding that when you master these skills, you're doing so much more than just getting better at your job today. You are literally designing, you are building your own future. It has been an absolute pleasure taking this journey with you. Now, go build it.